Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Stock. This video is for entertainment purposes only. The 3 videos I have for you today are 3 companies with serious growth potential. I believe that they are some of the best stocks to buy now for 2021, as these companies are still growing and as we move forward through 2021. I'm excited about this. I'd like to talk about this. I'd like to keep this video short for you today. I know they've been a little bit long recently, so let's get ready to rock. First, I would like to announce that I'm launching a Patreon and a Discord where I can share my portfolio with you guys. We can talk about the stocks that I have in there. It is exclusive to Patreon. The Discord will be a place where we can talk stocks 24/7, really grow the community, and really start to find those stocks early. Especially, I know there's a large crowd out there who likes the penny stocks, so let's talk about those. Kudos, by the way, for Zomedica and Jaguar Health pre-market. They're looking awesome today. So Patreon, Discord, my goal is 9 p.m. tonight. That's Eastern Standard Time, to have those up, running, and ready for you to come over and be part of the growing community. Next, Webull as a trading platform. I love it. If you want to sign up, you get 2 free stocks. Deposit $100, get 2 more free stocks. Those 4 free stocks can go anywhere from $21 total up to $3,700 total. That's at least a 21% gain for that $100 that you put in. I get 2 free stocks. It supports the channel. It'll help me get some better equipment. I'm looking into HD cameras and microphones this week, and I hope soon to make a selection so that way we can improve the sound quality and the video quality while you watch these videos. Last, subscribe, hit the notification bell, hit the like button, share it with your friends. Now let's move on to the stocks. All right, the first company that I have for you is Snap Inc. Right now they're priced at $52. You can see in this previous year's chart that they've leveled off just above this $50 mark, just off the highs that they had before, around $53 or so. If we take a look at their financials, you can see that the revenue is going in the right direction. It's exactly where we want it to be. The income is on its way, working its way to profitability. That's really something that investors are holding their breath for. You can see that they have a lot of growth year over year, whether we look annually, if we look quarterly, we can see a little bit more of that trend. As they grow, they are expected to be profitable by the end of 2021. I believe the analyst price targets have this at around $75. And I believe that that could totally happen. That'd be about a 50% growth from where it's at. If we take a look at the chart that we have here, you can see we're at about resistance. Really, we want to see this price break resistance. But in the meantime, if we pay attention to where the stock is currently at, we're really well positioned for maybe this thing to come down just a little bit and grab it for a few dollars cheaper. We have some support right here at about $48 a share. For the first level of support, there's not a lot of room for this to fall. We really want to watch for that next buying opportunity that we get in. This could be a really excellent growth stock, given all the growth that Snap has experienced so far. If we look at this chart in the 15-minute window, you can see just a little bit of activity coming up off this bottom that it's set at around $52. In the short term, it looks like that $50 mark, I think, is something that's going to hold. And we saw with the daily that about $48 was also about where that support was. This stock, even if in the short term it drops a little bit, I still see it pushing forward, especially as the quarterly reports come in. I think if we get strong earnings coming out and strong revenue coming out, especially if we see them turn profitable for Q4 of 2020 or even Q1 of 2021, we're going to see another large spike in the price for Snap. Next company that I have for you is DraftKings, and man, I think that this is something that people have been waiting a long time for it to mature, and they would love to see better financials going into this. We have to remember that the pandemic, this is for online sports betting, and the pandemic has really weighed heavily on that over time, and we haven't seen enough traction from the vaccines yet, guaranteeing that we're going to have a lot of the sports that people like to bet on. So as the vaccine comes out more widespread, and as we get back to normal sports as usual, we should see more power come into this stock, and we should see better financials come into this stock. They've spent a ton on advertising. They do have some competition, but when I think online gambling, DraftKings, the marketing that they put out I feel like they're everywhere. And I can't say the same thing for like FanDuel. Yeah, they're there. I know they're popular, but I always have to think about their name. Whereas DraftKings, if you mention online sports betting, DraftKings is the first thing that comes to mind. The other thing that we have is legalization. The green states that you see, and this is from DraftKings website, we have legalized sports betting. The light gray areas are where it's being considered as those gray states become green states. I believe that within the next year, even into early 2022, we're expected to have almost 50% of the population in the United States have access to legal online sports betting. This is the weekly chart for DraftKings. You can see that overall we have a bullish trend going on. We had that price spike up to $64, and then it came ripping right back down to this really strong double bottom that we have here, which is a fairly far fall from $52. If we look at it on the daily chart, we change the level of zoom for everyone. We can see that we find price support here at about $44. So that's still about 15% down from where we'd be at. So that could be still a decent fall. So we want to be careful on that. But if you look at the low that we have here versus this low, it's a higher low. And if you look at the high that we have here and then this high, it's a higher high. This stands to move up past that area of resistance of $56. The analyst estimates on this are anywhere from $60 as a median estimate all the way up to $100 as the high estimate. So this can go 2x approximately from where it's at $52. At the very least, it has another 10% to run. In my opinion, I think as we get back to normal and as the pandemic lightens, I think that we're really going to see some serious price action take place here, especially when those earnings come in following that time. So this would be an opportunity to get in for early investment right around the $50 mark. If we pull back to the area of support around $44, I think that would be a short-term thing. We've seen the trend so far for higher lows, and so the next low should come in even higher, and the next high should also come in even higher, following that bullish trend that we're on. The last company that I have for you today is Skills, and you can see their revenue is going in the right way. You can see that their income is going in the wrong way, but I believe that this to be a ramp up period that we have for Skills. This is, if you look right here, it says about mobile esports. Skills is the first publicly traded mobile esports gaming platform. As esports continues to grow, and I believe it's supposed to grow by 25% year over year, from now until 2027. That is an emerging market that we have. I believe that we're early in this, and Skills is supposed to grow right along with it. We can see over the last month that it hasn't fared so well. Let's look at it over the year. We have a nice bullish trend coming along where we have a lot of higher lows and we have some higher highs. It's been mixed recently though, and I think that's due to their last financials. I think as the next financial report comes in, this stock is one that stands to grow. If we take a look at it annually, you can see the revenue has spiked. You can see that the spending, you can see that the income has also increased. They're still not profitable yet, but I think they're going to hit that profitability. We can take a look at Business Wire to see what they have to say. $250 million in cash, no debt, and it says that it's poised to capitalize on massive growth for mobile gaming. This is something that impresses me. 2.7 billion gamers on its platform, and then also 10 million game developers that we have. And then this sentence really is exciting. Skills is uniquely positioned to capitalize on the rapidly expanding mobile gaming market, which is expected to be more than double by 2025 to $150 billion. Those are numbers that we like to see. Also, their addressable market is also expected to increase substantially. So we're going to have this company mature. It doesn't have any debt going for it. As this becomes more widespread, we're going to see some serious growth come into this. Let's take a look and see what the chart has to say for this. All right, so here we're looking at the daily chart. You can see that all the way back since November that we've been on this nice bullish run that we have going on, and I believe that's going to continue going forward. You can see that's had some trouble recently, maybe setting up another buying opportunity for us. If we look down at the 30-minute chart on this, you can see that descending pattern that we have recently all the way back from January the 6th. If we put the Bollinger Bands on this, you can see that we're right in the middle of that average or that mean price that we have going on. Going back to the daily for a moment, if we look at the MACD and the RSI, On this one, you can see that we have a crossover, and we're also in bullish territory according to this, but we also have that recent drop off. I think that we're going to see the histogram go green on this one very shortly. I'd like to see what happens with this because it does look like it's a little bit of sideways movement with everything, but really pay attention to that signal right there. Watch that play out. Watch for a buying opportunity in the near future for this. We would like to see how this week opens up. We do have this low, and then there's a higher low. We have this high, and then a higher high. I don't think that this one's done climbing. I don't think it's going to drop down as far. So I could easily see this one in the short term continuing its march upwards. I can see as the financials come out, and as long as they continue to show increases, this is going to grow year over year for the next few years. Like I said, the esports market itself is expected to grow 25% every year from now until 2027. And as skills has greater market penetration and as it reaches a broader audience, we're going to see leaps in their financials. I'm going to wrap things up. Skills is a leader in mobile online gaming. Being the leader, they should experience some of the best growth that we have. If this doubles by the end of 2021 or early 2022, I wouldn't be surprised. That's what I have for you today. DraftKings, be on the lookout for that, especially as the pandemic tensions ease. Snap, watch for it to go profitable. We're going to see some big movement in their price action. I do have a position in DraftKings. I do not yet have a position in Snap, but it does have my attention. I'm going to do some further research and due diligence. Skills is also a place where I'm going to take a position. I think that we might be at a place for a decent buying point. I want to do a little bit more investigating to find that out, but still I believe that it could double. And you can do your research on that. You can take your own guess at that. You can see what the analysts are saying about it. I think it's really going to surprise us within this year, going into the next year. They are really well positioned. Again, these are all my opinions. Watch for that Patreon and Discord to be launched. Like I said, I'm aiming for a 9 p.m. release tonight. I hope to have everything set up and ready to a place where I feel comfortable that it's ready to go for all of you to come over and really start building a community for this channel. If you haven't signed up for Webull and you're looking for a trading platform to use, I like it. It's clean, easy, simple. Up until Friday, that's it. That's when the deal ends, January the 15th at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I believe. You have until then to sign up for an account, get your 2 free stocks, deposit $100, get 2 more free stocks. And I also get 2 free stocks. It does help support this channel. Thank you all for stopping by. Remember, this video is for entertainment purposes only. I'm Dr. Stock. Thanks for rocking with me. Now go get that money.